if you're a woman makes more money than you and you're sitting at home not doing shit,
that we have a huge problem.
I will say it's not my place. So I would say it would be me. Again, unless it was an Oprah. What is up? What is up? Welcome to All Shots No Chaser. It's your boy Chris Ratney, aka The Real Chris Ratney. Catch me on my social media, The Real Chris Ratney, except for Twitter, because it's only The Real Chris Ratney because it's too many characters, alright? So we are here in Atlanta, Georgia, as always, on this beautiful Thanksgiving night. I got my co-host. I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
The one and only Devin Barbie, and yes, it is Turkey Day, and I ate so good. What did you eat today?
Ooh, the question is, what didn't I eat today?
How many plates did you
I legit, I've had 4 plates from a few different places already.
Okay.
So my homegirl bought me a plate, my family out, and I don't even know where the fuck they live at. They live like past Six Flags.
You was just driving?
Yeah, they got a plate from over there. And then my sister, she brought a plate from her grandparents' house. And then I had a lot of pies and cakes and shit, so.
Pies and cakes. Well, I definitely had some turkey, some dressing, some greens, cranberry sauce on the dressing. I got
greens,
some
beans, tomatoes.
Literally that song. I went to my in-laws. They cooked. It was yummy, and I had about like 2 plates. That was all I could stuff, but I did take one to go.
All right, so
I did take one to go.
If y'all see me do the shirt tug, that's because I'm stuffed and I also drank a little bit before y'all don't hear. But that's part of the day. It's part of the time spending time with the fam.
Yes.
Getting a little bit fucked up and getting a little bit fat. I'll be in the gym on Saturday morning.
I'm gonna be there with them too. At the same time, I think I'm gonna go there too. Just do a couple crunches, a little push-ups, something like that.
Bet it up. All right, so because we're on the topic of eating,
right?
We can go into the actual topic, the loaf. A lot of people are like, what the fuck is the loaf? So if y'all hearing this, the loaf is not talking about being a lazy motherfucker. So my athletes, you probably know what loafing is. Loafing is when you being real lazy. That's what it's called. I call it loafing. When you're real lazy in a sport. We're talking about loaves of bread, my nigga. AKA
the breadwinner in a relationship, and does the opposing side feel intimidated? Is it right? Is it wrong? Who should be the breadwinner? We don't know.
Okay, so I'm going to say this because people are watching this and they're going, what the fuck, nigga? The nigga should always be the breadwinner. Which is true, biblically speaking, and yes, I am breadwinner in my relationship because I am single. So he
said I'm the breadwinner
so that makes me the breadwinner by default, which I'm 100% okay with that. I enjoy my life, I really do. But I do know women who, the term is called dating down.
Ooh,
we talk about this.
You're gonna dive right into that dating down.
We talk about dating down.
Okay.
We're not gonna do that right now. But we will talk about dating down in this conversation. But the loaf, like breadwinner, how do we feel? Like, what does that look like? How do we define our gender roles when you making 85 and your girl makes 130?
Those are both good numbers. Those are both good numbers. Okay, so me personally, yes, my husband, he is the breadwinner. Well, we're both breadwinners actually, but he makes some more change.
You have to stop for a second.
How could I forget that? Shame on me. Shame on you. We should just take a whole bunch of shots now.
I want to take one. I've been drinking all day.
Me too.
So,
me too.
Take one.
Ooh. All right.
This is how you know I've had too much to drink, because usually on the first shot I would flinch.
I flinched.
I didn't flinch. Clearly not alcoholic for real.
Disclaimer.
So back to you and your husband.
Okay, so yes, me and the husband are both breadwinners. He does pull in more money than me, and that's okay. However, I do feel as though if the woman is making more money than her man, what is determining that? Like, is he building? Is he up, kind of on the way to being the breadwinner? Like, what is he doing? Is he being productive? Me personally, I feel like once you come together and you choose to be with that person, not even just on marriage, just come together and to be with that person, it is about building together. And I don't feel like, as long as your guy is not lazy or just chilling at the crib while you're working and, you know, dropping you off in your car to work while he sits at home, then I feel like as long as he's not doing that, then I feel like it's okay. Now, maybe not so much, oh, I want to build my man up to make more money than me, but I want to, you know, let's build, and maybe he can make as much money as me, you know?
All right, so what's the issue with building him up and he makes more money than you?
If building him up and he made more money? I mean, if you want to exceed me, baby, go ahead. If you want to exceed me, go ahead. I mean, you know, I'm not going to stop you. I don't necessarily, I guess I've never been the gold digger where I'm looking for a guy to take care of me. Personally, I feel like I've always wanted to take care of me. And meeting a guy, one of my friends made a really good point, meeting a guy and he can take care of himself is damn near good enough. Like, can you take care of yourself? Do you have the essentials? You know what I'm saying? So what do you think though? Like, are you okay with, because you said, oh, I'm the breadwinner off it, but what if you do meet future Mrs., you know, Chris, and she makes more money than you?
All right, so funny shit, because we said that. So, because I am in sales, my job is actually sales at the end of the day. So, training, my Herbalife business, my Loaf nutrition business, everything I do is actually sales. So, which means that I don't actually have a salary cap, which is actually exciting for me, which means that the more I work and the more I do, the more money I make, which is not always the best thing because sometimes I work a lot, right? But also, I've dated women where their 9 to 5 has paid just around what I make in my hustles. Okay. Which really isn't a bad thing because like we both making money, right? The only difference is sometimes there are months where my money will be lower. Okay. Because it's part of sales. I know the seasons. So sometimes my money will be lower and then sometimes my money will exceed where it's at.
How do women respond to you though?
But so that's the thing. I've never actually had a long-term relationship as a real adult in this business. My last long-term relationship, I said, remember, it was 2000.
I think you said what, 17.
Okay, 18? That one didn't count. That was a year, and we were like really like in that space. Okay. But my other one before that ended in 2016, and we had it for 3 years. And I actually made more money than her. My 9 to 5, and then me being a trainer, I made probably I'd say twice as much, but like a significant amount, much more than she had made. The only difference is she didn't have any debt.
If you were in being like a serial entrepreneur, having your hands in multiple things, do you feel like if your woman did make more money than you, is it going to push you to make more money than her? Do you have to? Is that part of like a man pride thing, in your opinion, of making more money?
So my thing about making more money isn't necessarily my pride. My pride and my ego aside, that's not about me making more money. Isn't about me making more money than my wife. Gotcha. It's actually about me making more money so I can have time for me to spend time with my wife. Right. So I think that's honestly the biggest thing. I know a lot of guys who will go, oh yeah, like I want to make more money than my wife just so I'm a breadwinner. I'm like, no, nigga, you want to make more money than your wife, or just in general make more money so this way I can spend more time with my wife. Like that's the thing, because I know so my dad, for example, my dad makes really good money. My dad was a cop. He ran a security business. He
so this in your blood,
real estate. Okay. Like my dad's a serial entrepreneur. Like since he was a kid, so that's where I get my hustle from. Now the downfall to that is my dad never actually had time freedom, and so for me growing up, I'm like, I don't, and this is legit. Some people all the time I didn't fuck with that nigga growing up because I never seen the nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Because he was always working and getting to his bag though.
He always getting to the bag. I'm like, so as a kid, you don't think, okay, cool, he's doing his best for me. It's like, no, let's pretend with my dad, and that's how it came off. So as I got older, I'm like, cool. I liked all the hustle. That's where I got it from. But I'm not trying to do all this shit just so I can do it for my kids. I'm trying to make sure my shit residual. So it's which my passive money, mailbox money, where I ain't gotta do shit half the time. I can spend my family, right? So it's
that's a bomb ass goal. To residual, basically, just have money just flowing in, and you are able to do multiple things, spend time with your family, basically have a good time in. I think I guess too, because people are like, I've heard some people like, oh, you're married, so your husband is supposed to take care of everything. And then I've had people, oh, that's your man. Before marriage, he's supposed to take care of everything. I feel like sometimes women put too much responsibility on the man versus focusing on themselves and actually coming together. And I've heard men as well say, oh, well, women are not bringing anything to the table. Women want, but they're not bringing anything to the table. And then we have the crazy, bizarre factor of the jealous man. I feel like this was like I won't say it was new, but I feel like it's more now, where you have your relationship with a guy, you know, from a woman's perspective, and he's jealous of you because you make more money, or you're more successful, or you're just doing more. That is the scary part. I think that's the red flag that I worry about, besides the man just being lazy and not doing anything and you make more money as a woman. I've ran into men who are jealous kind of like that, and it's being in a relationship and having your man jealous of you is crazy as hell. So have you ever felt like you, or even whether yourself or known anybody who's been intimidated? Like, okay, yeah, she makes more money, or no?
I wouldn't say intimidated. I do know guys like that. I know a guy now, and I've known him for quite some time, and he makes decent money. He'll range anywhere from, he's also in sales, and he'll range anywhere from 65 on a bad year to around 120, 140, right? And he happened to meet a girl, and she made about 180 consistently, like, right? And for him, and because I know him, I've seen that difference. It was just like he had to. It's different. I'm a Detroit nigga, right? So which means that hustle's in me. Which means that if my girl's making like more money than me, is okay, cool. I'm inspired and motivated to make more money. I'm not doing it because I want to shit on her. I want to prove a point. It's like, hey, you know what, baby, I'm about to match your swag. Like, I was already doing good at where I'm at, but like, cause you making more money, I'm about to raise myself a little bit. This cause you did that. You know what I'm saying? I watched this nigga break down and stop fucking with her. You treat her, they start treating her different. Now, probably it was fucking weird. Like,
it is so real out there, though, and it's more common now because actually, if you look at the statistics of who is running the economy right now,
it's women.
It's women. Oh my gosh, it's literally women between the ages of 28 and I think like 33, 35. So that's who's running the economy right now, and I'm like, okay. But I do feel like some of the women have become so independent, so I don't need you, that it's kind of like, I don't know, it's affecting certain men in a bad way, kind of. Like, it's kind of like breaking them down a little bit.
It definitely is, because, like, so, and like I said, I've been an entrepreneur pretty much my whole life, right? I actually have had an actual 9-to-5, and I got a 9-to-5 because my dad made me get a 9-to-5.
For 2 minutes, once, yeah.
No, actually, I had a 9-to-5 like 5 years.
Oh, you're
and I had a 9-to-5 because my dad made me get one to prove a point for me to know that I didn't want one.
Oh.
I was like, I don't want a job.
You stayed for 5 years with us?
Yeah. I was about to get money when I was young.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't have responsibility. So I was like, it was cool. I still got to do what I wanted to do. But it was like, my dad told me, he goes, I only wanted you to get a job so this way you can know that for sure you didn't want a job. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. I never wanted a job. Well, I actually got one, like a real 9-to-5 after I left college. It was like, okay, cool. I can't do this anymore. And then I've also had women where that's intimidating to them, in the sense, not in the sense like I can make good money, but this is intimidating to the fact that I cannot make money. And I've had girls tell me that, and they went, well, it's a chance that you won't make a lot of money, and I don't want that burden.
Okay, well.
But the great thing about sales is I have no cap, and if I do meet a woman who makes more money than me, I am okay with it. I have met women who make more money than me, and I was cool with it.
That's actually good to hear, because
it's that season.
I feel like that shows that you're confident in who you are, and it's okay to allow your woman to motivate you if she does make more money. Like he said, oh, I'm gonna go harder. And I feel like it should be the same way with women. If your man does make more money than you, it doesn't mean sit back and say, oh, okay, well, he got it. No, this should be motivating you as well to, not even like you're trying to compete or make more, but just to elevate yourself, period. So I feel like, hey, as long as we both get into the bag,
Oh yeah, if we're both getting into the bag, I respect it. So actually, I know a guy, and I love him and his wife's relationship for this reason. She has a 9-to-5. They both went to college. He was an athlete, played overseas, you made some money. Mm-hmm. She has a 9-to-5. She's a really good 9-to-5. They have kids, and she believes in this motherfucker so much that she's like, yo, do the stay-at-home dad thing, focus on your career, focus on your business. Because at the end of the day, she already knows that what she brings in now is great, but what he's going to bring in once all this shit finishes out is going to be so much better that she won't have to work again after that.
Shout out to her, whatever your name is. Shout out to you.
And when he told me that, I was like, bro, that's dope, because he's a trainer. He's in sales. He's also in sales. And he fucking models and he acts. He does so much. And for her, it's like, okay, cool. Yeah, it's 70, 80. I don't know how much money she made, but say the 70, 80, 90, 120 that she's bringing in now is cool. But knowing that this nigga is on the verge of bringing in 70, 80, 90 a month, different ball game. So in her head, she's like, cool, like fucking do what you gotta do.
Well, I guess it's safe to say that it's okay to, if the guy makes more money or the woman makes more money, I feel like it's, as long as you guys are both making money, grinding, and can motivate each other, it sounds like that's a pretty healthy situation. So I think things have changed from the guy bringing the bread home and the mom staying at home. And
I'm not gonna say things have changed.
You don't think things have changed?
No, I know it's possible. It's more possible now,
Mm-hmm.
but I also know that from the conversations I've had, it's not really accepted. Like I know guys.
Oh, you mean like, so me and you are like, okay, so our opinions are more of rare. Yeah. You would say?
Rare.
Okay, so rare. Okay.
Because
that's fair. Let's make some changes, people.
I actually know a chick. She's a doctor, and she actually posted on her IG. She's like, I want a guy who's gonna be comfortable with knowing that I'm making money to him. And she kind of threw me a ball.
Like, are you looking for somebody who makes less money?
She threw a ballpark what she makes.
Okay.
And she goes, not many people out the gate are going to make what I make, and I don't want nobody in my field.
Okay, so but now that's kind of, I feel like you got to go back to the basics of attracting and universe and things like that. So if you are making that type of money, I wouldn't necessarily say, oh, I know somebody's not gonna. You might really meet somebody who makes more money than you doing something different.
Well, I think her thing was she was explaining that most guys she had met.
Oh, so she was saying she's not setting that high expectation.
She's met guys that she's had great chemistry with, and they make pretty good money. But because she made more, and she doesn't, and they're like, oh, you're a doctor, and instantly shut down mode. That
sounds like some insecure shit with the guys.
Oh, definitely.
That sounds so personal. Like, what the hell?
But I would say, if you're a guy sitting at home, and your girl's, your woman's out making money, unless you're Oprah and Stedman situation.
I will smother.
Unless the Oprah and Stedman situation, I would say that's cool.
That is concluding this show for tonight. But before we go,
for tonight.
That's like tonight. I think I could say like 3 words.
What did you eat today that made you British? Some tea and crumpets. My accent was terrible. I was talking different.
I think it was the dressing and it had the turkey in it or something like.
Cellophane. Cellophane. That's what they call it.
Something, y'all. But anywho, so for our next show, which is going to be extremely bomb, we are going to be on a location. It's a surprise location, but it's going to involve drinks, food, some money, some crazy ass questions, of course, and a little bit of a competition. So you guys want to make sure you tune in. You can catch us every Thursday at 8 p.m. on YouTube Live. You can follow me at The Real Barbie on all social media platforms.
So Twitter lets you get the in your name too? It's The Real Barbie, that's fine.
Just hating.
Mine is The Real Chris Writing on all platforms except for Twitter, because I can't put the in my name, Twitter guy. What projects do we have coming up?
Oh my God. Let me not forget, I'm actually airing my radio show next week, Wednesday on New Rock Radio, 6 to 8 p.m. And that will be reoccurring every Wednesday at 6. You can catch me on the Hot List with Barbie.
Okay. I will be on there. Can you give me on the show? I can rap. I can freestyle too. I promise.
You can.
Okay.
If you beatbox, yes, you can come on immediately. We can get you recorded right now after this show.
All right, so if y'all are following, which all you guys should be pushing the subscribe button and the follow button, turn your notifications on too. Yes. I am actually dropping another podcast episode with a rapper. The kid's dope. I love his music. We had fun. We actually worked out first, and then we
course.
and then we shot after that. So it was pretty dope. So if you go to my YouTube channel, I'm sorry, my Instagram page, you will see the pictures from behind the scenes stuff. I only posted like 2 pictures of it so far. I may take one down because I need to repost that one. We'll talk about that later. But it's on there, so you can check it out. But it's gonna be dope. So stay tuned for that. But other than that, y'all motherfuckers have an amazing Thanksgiving.
A good fucking Thanksgiving.
And if you ate too much, oh fucking well, do not feel guilty about eating like shit.
Just call you and train me.
Just call me and train me next week. That's what we're doing.